changed the Jewish Sabbath from Saturday to Friday.
Go ahead.
We have another parallel with Christianity.
Go ahead.
In the 4th century, the church changed the Sabbath to Sunday
Go ahead.
and reorganized its calendar to make Easter separate from the Passover.
So, Muhammad himself knew that he came from Ishmael, and Muhammad clinged to the Hebrew doctrines, he clinged to the Hebrew laws, and he clinged to the Hebrew morals, right? There's a high holy day in the book of Leviticus chapter 23 that's called the Day of Atonement, where you fast all day and all night, no water, no food, from sundown to sundown, right? Muhammad loved the Hebrew laws and morals so much that he adopted the Hebrew laws and morals, right? The Day of Atonement, Muhammad adopted that, and he called it Ramadan instead of the Day of Atonement, right?
So Malcolm X is teaching a fake religion?
Right. So, right, I'm gonna read you a curse. Now, even Muhammad knew that.
Read Deuteronomy 28. Read that out loud.
Which one is it?
Now, Muhammad knew that. Now listen, the ancestors of the Arabians is Ishmael, right? Ishmael was the ancestors of the Arabians over there in Africa, right? Islam is their heritage, right? But the heritage of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the original Jews of the Bible, right? Now, Muhammad loved the doctrine of the Hebrews so much that he took a lot of their laws, a lot of their doctrines and customs, and he put it with the Quran. Go ahead, read that to me, Deuteronomy 28. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 64.
Go ahead.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So, now the Lord scattered the original Jews, but like a lot of every black that's walking and driving up and down Germantown and shouting right now, you are a descendant of the original Jew. You're not from Ishmael. Ishmael was the father of the Arabians. We are chosen. We are the chosen people of the Lord, right? The Lord has chosen us. So, because the Lord has chosen us, we are God's chosen people. So we must act accordingly. Now, the Lord scattered us above. The Lord scattered us all around the world. How? By the way of the transatlantic slave trade. Now we live in a day and we don't even know that we're the biblical Jews in the Bible. Go ahead.
The Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth even to the other.
Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
Go ahead.
which neither thou nor thy father had known, either wood and stone.
So, the Lord said that, look, I'm going to scatter, because you disobey my commandments, I'm going to scatter you, right? Now, you're going to be in the land of your enemies, which is North America, and you're going to worship a God of wood, which is the wooden cross, and you're going to worship a God of stone, which is the black cobblestone, right? But worshiping the God of wood, worshiping the cross and worshiping the cobblestone, that's idolatry. So, these religions today are curses upon us as a people. The Arabic people who come from Ishmael, they are not the chosen people of the Lord. So, if the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's in North America, if we are the chosen people of God, right? And if the Arabs are not the chosen people of God, what does that tell you? That black people, we should let the Arab people have Islam, and we should come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Muhammad, he even knew himself that the laws, statutes, and commandments were the truth of the Bible. Go ahead. original people, right? So, we're even better than the Arabians.
Deuteronomy 7, chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people to himself.
So, the Lord said, for we are a holy people, right? To be holy means to be separate, right? Now look at this. Genesis chapter 16, Ishmael, who was the ancestor of the Arabian people over there in Africa, Ishmael was already born, right? But the chosen people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the original Jews who live in North America today, they come out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Lord said, look, I chose you to be a special people unto me. You're holy. Holy means to be separate. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more in number
Go ahead.
than any people.
Now the Lord did not choose to love us because we were more in number than any people. But when the Lord made an everlasting covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in North America will be the Lord's chosen people. We're God's chosen people. We're God's chosen people. Go ahead, TV.
But because the Lord loves you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers. For thou art a holy people
Go ahead.
to the Lord thy God.
Holy, to be holy means to be separate. If we're holy people to the Lord our God, guess what? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are a chosen people of God. Of course, we all come from Adam, but God has chosen us to be chosen. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be special.
Go ahead.
Special people unto himself about all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read that again. Read it loud.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Oh, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans just walking and driving up and down German trying to show you are a chosen people of God. The Lord have chosen you. You are the biblical Jew. Go ahead, keep reading that.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Go ahead. About all people that are above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Equal to the earth.
Yeah. What, speak again?
Equal to the earth.
Above all people.
We equal to the Chinese.
Above all people.
We equal to the whites.
Above all people.
We equal to the East Indians.
Above all people.
The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are above all people. So black man that's in Islam, you're above the earth. Black woman that's in Islam, you're above the earth. So, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're above all people. That means we're above the descendants of Ishmael, who are the Arabians. Islam is the heritage of the Arabian people. That's not the heritage of the Jews, of the descendants of the biblical Jews in the Bible. Go ahead, read that for me, 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 54, call it out loud.
2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 54.
Go ahead.
And after these, Adam, whose mad is Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
No, all of us come from Adam. The white man come from Adam. The Arabian man come from Adam. The Chinese man come from Adam. The Japanese man come from Adam, right? Go ahead, keep reading. Go ahead.
And after these, Adam also ruled out man as Lord
of all thy creatures. Go ahead.
of all thy creatures.
Go ahead.
Of him come we all,
Go ahead.
and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So there's the people that come from Adam that the Lord have chosen. And the people that come from Adam that the Lord have chosen is Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Now remember, Ishmael, who was the ancestor of the Arabians, Ishmael was already born in Genesis chapter 16, right? But the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that the chosen people will come out of Isaac and Jacob, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. They are the chosen people who come from Adam. Go ahead.
And all this have I spoken before thee. All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. As for the other people which also come from Adam,
Lord,
thou hast
as for the other people which also come from Adam, right? Now, hold on, listen. Now you got the book of Genesis chapter 16, right? Ishmael was already born. Ishmael was the progenitor or the ancestor of the Arabian nation, right? Which are the original Muslims. Now, in Genesis chapter 17, right? The Lord made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that the chosen people will come out of Jacob.
As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing.
As for the other people, as for the Arabians, the Lord said that they are nothing. As for the Chinese, the Lord said that they are nothing. As for the whites, the Lord said that they are nothing. Go ahead.
And as for the other people which are also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
As for the other people that come from Adam, whom the Lord did not choose, the Lord said that they are nothing but what?
They're nothing.
Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them into a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So, what are the acts?
They're nothing.
What are the acts?
A drop that fall from a bucket.
What are the Chinese?
A drop that fall from a bucket.
What are the whites?
A drop that fall from a bucket.
What are the Japanese?
A drop that fall from a bucket.
What are the Arabs?
A drop that fall from a bucket.
They are nothing. The Lord said that the people that he did not choose to be his chosen people, they are nothing. They are not that far from a bucket, right? I'm not rushing to pick that drop up. I'm going to just let it fall. The same way I just discarded that drop of water, that's the same way the Lord just discarded every other nation who he did not choose. So, the religion of Islam is for the people who the Lord did not choose. Black people in America have no business being in Islam. The Muslims over there in Iraq and Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, they don't like black people at all.
As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing.
But
be like unto a spittle.
no, as for the other people that come from Adam that the Lord did not choose, the Lord said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle. You know what spittle is? Spittle was spit. Go ahead.
And now, O Lord, behold these. Behold these. But be like unto spittle,
Right.
and has likened the abundance of them into a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So, what are the Arabs?
They're nothing.
What are the Arabs?
A drop that fall from a vessel.
So, what are the whites?
A drop that fall from a vessel.
What are the Chinese?
A drop that fall from a vessel.
What are the Japanese?
A drop that fall from a vessel.
The Lord don't give a damn about these other nations, even though he created them. You know why? Because he did not choose them. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here in North America, We are the chosen people of God.
Call it out loud.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15.
So, we already got from two scriptures right there. The Lord has said that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are above every nation on this planet Earth. Right? Go ahead, read that out loud.
Behold,
Call it out.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket and counted as the small dust of the balance.
So, the Lord says, behold, the nations, meaning the nations that he did not choose, the Arabs are as a drop that fall from a bucket. The whites are as a drop that fall from a bucket. The Chinese are as a drop that fall from a bucket. The Japanese are as a drop that fall from a bucket. Meaning that, the same way I poured this water out this bottle, that's the same exact way the Lord feel about these nations who he did not choose. Right? Go ahead, you be.
Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance.
Go ahead.
Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
Go ahead.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
So, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? We are the chosen people of the Lord who come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? We are better than the Arabians. Listen, even the old white people that's walking up and down, when they turn around and look back, guess what? They know that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the original Jews as well. Listen, even these other nations are waking up. These other nations, they know that the black, Hispanic people that live in the ghettos, they know that we the original Jews in the Bible. They know more than what we know. So, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native black people have no business being in Islam. So, we just heard that Muhammad, he cleaned very closely to the Hebrew doctrine. Down to the ways that the women dress in Islam. Muhammad got that from the Hebrew doctrine. Atonement, and he named it Ramadan. So Islam is nothing but a plagiarized version of the Hebrew doctrine. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Go ahead.
And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So the Lord says, even us, we shall discontinue from our heritage that he gave us. Meaning that we knew that we were Hebrew Israelites. Now we don't know that we're Hebrew Israelites. We want to convert to Islam, but guess what? Black people convert to Islam, but guess what? The Arabs, the Arabian man, they hate it. We can't even go over. We can't even go over there in Arabia and be loved by the Arabs. The Arabs hate the black man in America. But yet, we want to be Muslims. So, the Arabic man hate the black man so much, right? But because we don't know our heritage, we convert to Islam. And the Arabians, they hate our guts. So, I just read you that Islam is a plagiarism of the Hebrew doctrine. That's all it is. Muhammad even knew that. Muhammad even knew the importance of what it meant to understand and read the books of the Hebrew patriarchs.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Go ahead.
They are blackened to the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
So, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are blackened to the ground. The original Jews are black. White people know it. Asian people know it. But black people have no business in Islam. I guarantee you this. I bet you, if you black, and if you in a religion of Islam, I bet you can't go in Arabia. And I bet you that they will not accept you as one of their own. You know why? Because the people who really descend from Ishmael, they know that the black people in America, they don't descend from Ishmael, but they descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the original Jews of the Bible. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you what, like, every black Muslim know about Ramadan, right? But do you know how Ramadan started? So, this is the book of Babylon from Timbuktu, a history of the ancient black races, including the black Hebrews who descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? This is the page 49. Muhammad tried to construct his religion as closely as he could after the Hebrew religion. So, Muhammad, he tried to make his religion, Islam, as closely as he could to the Hebrew doctrine. He favored the Jews by accepting many of their laws and traditions. So Muhammad, he favored commanded his followers to stop, turn to the holy city of Jerusalem in prayer, but rather to turn to the city of Mecca. He changed the Hebrew Day of Atonement to Ramadan. So, in this book here it says that Muhammad, he tried to construct his religion, Islam, very closely to the Hebrew doctrine, right? So Muhammad, he loved the Hebrew laws and traditions so much that he tried to construct Islam closely to the Hebrew doctrine as possible. So even the Day of Atonement, Muhammad took the Day of Atonement and put the name of Ramadan on top of the Day of Atonement.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27.
This is about the Day of Atonement that
Also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement.
So, on the 10th day of the 7th month, right, there should be a Day of Atonement. On Day of Atonement, you fast all day and all night. No water, no food, from sundown to sundown, right? But Muhammad, he loved the Hebrew doctrine so much that he tried to make Islam as closely to the Hebrew doctrine as possible. So a lot of laws that's in the Quran come from the Hebrew doctrine. A lot of traditions that's in the Quran come from the Hebrew doctrine. Go ahead.
Also on the 10th day of this 7th month,
Go ahead.
there should be a day of atonement.
Go ahead.
It should be a holy communication, convocation, until you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer and offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So, the Day of Atonement, right? It's a fast where you fast all day, no water, no food. From sundown to sundown, that's 24 hours in a day, right? Muhammad, now I'm going to read this. So, he changed the Hebrew Day of Atonement, which he had accepted for the month of Ramadan. Muhammad changed the Hebrew Sabbath from Sunday to Friday. So, Muhammad, guess what? He tried to construct his religion of Islam so closely to the Hebrew doctrine that he accepted the laws in the Bible, he accepted the traditions in the Bible, and the Day of Atonement, he even accepted the Day of Atonement, right? And he changed the name from the Day of Atonement to the Day of Ramadan.
Also on the 10th day, this 7th moment, there should be a Day of Atonement.
Go ahead.
It should be a holy convocation.
Go ahead.
Until you and ye shall afflict your souls and offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So, in the Day of Atonement, right? In the Day of Atonement, guess what? The Day of Atonement is a fast day where you fast for 24 hours. No food, no water, from sundown to sundown. But guess what Muhammad did? He loved the Hebrew doctrine so much that he tried to construct his religion as closely as he could to the Hebrew doctrine. That Muhammad took the Day of Atonement and he renamed it Ramadan, right? Now, in Ramadan, you can fast for a month straight, right? You can just drink water, right? So in Ramadan, you can fast for a month straight, but you just drink water. That's not a fast, because according to the biblical fast, no food is to be eaten and no water is to be drinking for 24 hours a day. Go ahead. Now, you're going to read about the religion. And now, since we read about how Muhammad loved Islam, how Muhammad loved the Hebrew doctrine so much, that a lot of the Hebrew, that a lot of the customs and traditions that's in the Islamic religion, right? Muhammad got that from the Hebrew doctrine. Muhammad even said that himself. Muhammad and knew that. He was a descendant from Abraham.
Read that verse 33. Verse, chapter 18, verse 33. Go ahead.
Hold some Jewish customs.
Call the page.
133. From Babylon to Timbuktu. 133. Page 133. According to the biblical prophecy, the black Hebrews were supposed to have gone into slavery.
So according to the biblical book, the black Hebrews, look, the people who are the descendants of those who came here through the transatlantic slave trade, but those two black women walking, guess what? They're the descendants of the Hebrew Israelites. They're the descendants of the biblical Jews of the Bible. That's what they are. Every black that's walking up and down here is a descendant of the biblical Jews in the Bible. Read that again from the top.
According to biblical prophecy,
according to the biblical prophecy in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, that our ancestors have gone through the transatlantic slave trade because of disobeying the Lord. Go ahead.
According to biblical prophecy, the black Hebrews were supposed to have gone into slavery and captivity.
Which is the black Hebrews, we went to slavery. Now that slavery that we went into was the transatlantic slave trade.
Thus we read of the prophet Jeremiah saying, Judah is going into captivity because of affliction and because of great servitude.
What?
Read this right here. Read that. Read this right here. Call it out. In the book, call it out.
From Babylon to Timbuktu, 130, page 132.
So this is the book of Babylon and Timbuktu, right? About the ancient black races and the black Hebrew Israelites, the original Jews. Page 132. Read this. We're following that.
The facts have